little friends! Welcome to Bright Buddies!
High above the mountains lived a little white cloud named Puffy. He was the smallest cloud in the sky, but he loved being soft, round, and fluffy. Every morning, the other clouds happily floated across the sky, watering forests, rivers, farms, and villages with gentle rain. But Puffy refused to rain. If I give away my water, he thought, I'll become small. I want to stay big and fluffy forever. So whenever the wind called, "Come on, Puffy, it's time to rain," Puffy always replied, "No, thank you. I'm saving all my water." The older clouds felt worried, but Puffy ignored them and kept all his water to himself. As the days passed, the earth below began to suffer. The colorful flowers slowly bent their heads, the green grass turned yellow, and the little pond where frogs loved to sing became smaller every day. Rabbits wandered far from home searching for fresh grass, and thirsty birds looked hopefully toward the sky. One tiny bird looked up at Puffy and whispered sadly, "I wish just one cloud would help us." Puffy heard the bird, but he floated away without saying a word. He believed keeping his water was the safest choice. Soon, something unexpected happened. Because Puffy never let any rain fall, he became heavier and heavier. He could no longer float high in the sky, and even the playful wind couldn't push him along. While the other clouds happily traveled together, creating beautiful rainbows after every shower, Puffy drifted alone. No birds flew beside him anymore, and no one smiled when they saw him. Instead of feeling proud, Puffy felt lonely for the first time. One warm afternoon, Puffy noticed a small sunflower in a field below. Its bright yellow petals had faded, and its leaves drooped toward the ground. Sitting beside it was a tiny butterfly. The butterfly sighed and said, "I hope it rains soon. If this sunflower dies, I won't have any flowers to visit." Hearing those words made Puffy's heart feel heavy in a different way. He suddenly realized that all the water he had been protecting wasn't bringing him happiness. It could have helped so many living things instead. Taking a deep breath, Puffy whispered, "Maybe it's finally time." He gently squeezed himself, and one tiny raindrop fell from the sky. Then another followed. Soon, hundreds of sparkling raindrops danced through the air, covering the fields with refreshing rain. The flowers lifted their heads, the grass turned green again, the pond filled with water, and the frogs began singing happily. The rabbits found fresh grass to eat, the birds splashed joyfully in puddles, and children laughed as they danced in the cool rain. The sunflower stood tall once again, and the butterfly looked up and smiled. "Thank you, little cloud," it called. When the rain stopped, Puffy looked at himself and gasped. He had become much smaller than before. "Oh no," he worried. "I've lost everything." But then the warm sunshine gently wrapped around him, and water from the rivers, lakes, and oceans rose into the sky as tiny drops of mist. Slowly, Puffy filled with fresh water and became fluffy once again, brighter, softer, and happier than ever before. The older cloud smiled warmly and said, "You see, Puffy, when you share what you have, nature gives back in wonderful ways." From that day on, Puffy was always the first cloud to help whenever the earth needed rain. He no longer feared becoming smaller because he had learned that kindness always finds its way back. And every time Puffy shared his rain, flowers bloomed, rivers sparkled, animals rejoiced, children laughed, and colorful rainbows stretched across the sky, reminding everyone that sharing what you have makes the whole world a happier place. Moral: sharing what you have doesn't make you lose. It helps others and fills your own heart with happiness.
Subscribe to Bright Buddies! Thank you for watching!